than a decade after going viral trying to save her two young daughters from a rare but fatal neurodegenerative disease, a local mother is now trying to save the lives of other children with Batten's disease. Kristen Gray joins us now live in studio. Kristen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So you lost your oldest daughter, Charlotte, last year to Batten's disease. Her younger sister, Gwenyth, still alive, got the gene therapy at a younger age than Charlotte, which I assume is the reason that she's doing so well. Can you talk about what that therapy did for her and how Gwenyth is doing today?
Absolutely. Yeah, so Charlotte was diagnosed in 2015 along with Gwenyth three weeks later and was treated a year later. So upon diagnosis, she was running, swimming, laughing, doing all the things she used to do. And by the time the treatment was available that our foundation sponsored and funded, she had lost basically everything. So she already was pretty symptomatic. Gwenyth was asymptomatic upon treatment. Charlotte passed away almost 2 years ago, July. She was 13, which was a huge milestone. So it did prolong her disease progression, which was great. We had many more years with her. But for Gwenyth, it's significantly staved off the disease progression and slowed it down. So she's still, talking, walking with assistance. She can still feed herself. Charlotte, by the age of 9, was G-tube fed. So significant milestones that she has hit that her sister, unfortunately, never had the opportunity to do. So we know that the treatment worked in some capacity, but we know we needed to improve upon it because the dose wasn't high enough because the disease was still progressing for these patients, these children.
And so now you're announcing a new clinical trial. This is in partnership with Rady's Children's Hospital, which is down in San Diego. But it's not for your child. It's for other kids suffering from Batten's, which I found really extraordinary that you're doing all this work for other people's children. And it speaks to your dedication to really finding a cure for Batten's. So tell me about this clinical trial and who it's going to help.
Yes. So our first trial was at Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio, and we loved partnering with them, but we needed to, in the 10 years, or now, yeah, it's been essentially 10 years since the launch of the first trial, we needed to move it to California, closer to my home, thankfully, and closer to a lot of the patients, but also gives us opportunities for grants, which if we do get these grants awarded, we're able to fund the trial. So Rady Children's has a lot of experience with Batten disease. They're a Batten Disease Center of Excellence. Dr. McManus has worked tirelessly in the pediatric rare disease space and has done great things. So we're really excited to partner with them. And we have plenty of children that are getting diagnosed each month. I get a call every month of a new diagnosis. Many that are here in the United States and probably close to 30 worldwide under the age of 7 that could potentially qualify and enroll for this trial. And for me, it's for Charlotte and for Gwenyth, having her legacy live on and, having her death not be in vain and all of the sacrifice and the resilience that she showed early in her life. I don't want that to stop until we find a cure.
And describe to people who don't know about Batten's disease just how much it takes from these kids if we don't find a treatment for them.
It takes everything. It starts, with motor, fine motor, gross motor, their ability to feed themselves, to eat, they're G-tube fed, and they lose their eyesight and essentially just pass away. So they lose their life between the ages of 6 and 12. It's an incredibly cruel disease because these kids are born typical and meet most of their milestones until about the age of 4. So it's awful to watch.
And you've experienced that. One last question before you go. You have these grants, but if you don't get those grants, you guys need to raise about $3 million. If there's people out there who want to help, how can they do so?
Yes. We have a website, curebatten.org, curebatten.org. You can donate on there. We have PayPal Giving Fund. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can donate through Facebook as well. Many ways, or just by mail.
All right. And
yes.
for Charlotte.
Yes, and for Charlotte.
All right.
Yeah.
Kristen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.